Hey everybody, Punisher88 here, coming to you live once again with another Thursday review. Before I get started, I just wanted to say I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope you guys got a lot of cool geeky goodies and whatnot, and I hope you guys are having a great week as well. I know yesterday was New Comic Book Day, and there was a lot of cool stuff that came out yesterday. No, I didn't stop by my shop yesterday, but I will be stopping by tomorrow. And that means I'll have a nice stack of books to pick up. And don't worry, when I do get my new stuff, I will do a haul video for you guys to show you what I got. One book in particular I'm really looking forward to reading, and I really hope it's on my pile tomorrow, is Lady Killer #1 from Dark Horse. I'm hearing a lot of good stuff about that book, and just the idea of having a 1950s, housewife who's secretly a, contract killer. I just think that's an amazing idea for a story. So yeah, I really look forward to reading that. And if I do have that book in my pile tomorrow, then I could pretty much guarantee that next Thursday's review will be of that book. And speaking of review, how about we talk about today's review? For those of you who check the Punisher88 Facebook page quite often, you guys would notice that for today's review there were no options to vote on. That's because I had already picked the book to review for today. It's a book I've been wanting to review for a while now. I've had it for a couple weeks now. And that book I'm talking about is Secret Six #1 from DC Comics. Just a little bit on the book. It's written by the ever so famous Gail Simone, and the artwork is done by Ken Lashley. And I've been hearing some mixed reviews about this book, so that's why I wanted to read it and then get a chance to review it for you guys and tell you what I thought. So that's what we're doing for today. So now that you know what you're getting for a review, just sit back and I'll be right with you. But first, cue that intro music. Hey everybody, welcome back. So as I mentioned in my intro, today I'm covering Secret Six #1 from DC Comics. Now, for those of you who watch my reviews, you guys would know I like to start with the cover first, so let's check it out. Now, I know what you're expecting me to say. Right off the bat, I love this cover. Well, not today. Yes, I like this cover, but I don't love this cover. To me, I find this cover is a little too simple. Now, if I had to choose two things I liked about this cover, one would be I like that the individual members are on the cover in their get-ups, and the second thing, and pretty much the main thing that I like about this cover is I like how it's done up like a Snakes and Ladders game. That's pretty much it. So, I mean, to some of you out there, you may love this cover, but to me, not so much. Now, I will give it a thumbs up because, again, I like the whole Snakes and Ladders look to it, but it's not like oh yeah, this is really cool. It's just it's okay. So, now I do understand. It's a new series. It's a #1. They're just getting rolling. So for myself, I hope as the series progresses that I hope they start putting a little more oomph into their covers. I know it's about the story that's in between the covers, but I myself like a little eye candy on the front. That's just me. So anyway, with the cover out of the way, it's time to get down to what I like to call the nitty-gritty. Pretty much the main part of the review. The review, actually. And before I get started, I just want to say, to those of you out there who know what I'm going to say, I apologize for sounding like a broken record.
This is more for the newer viewers who are stopping by my channel for the first time, and that's if at any time during the review it sounds like I'm reading a book to you guys, or you notice me looking down quite a bit then back at the camera. Well, as I just showed, it's because I have my notes in front of me. And the reason why I keep my notes in front of me is, one, it helps the review go a lot smoother. If I lose my place, I could read the last line, be like, oh, that's where I am. And the main part is I was never good at really, memorizing a chunk of text and relaying it back to whoever my audience is. So that's why I keep my notes in front of me. So now that you guys know, just bear with me. We'll get through this, and we'll be right as rain. Alrighty? So, first off, the good. I gotta say, it's awesome to see Secret Six back in comics. And it's even better to see that Gail Simone is writing it once again. Now, I believe it was either the second to last or last incarnation of the Secret Six that Gail Simone did the writing on in the pre-New 52, and apparently the writing was amazing. So it's just it's great to see her back on this title, and I'm curious to see where it's gonna go from here. The opening issue really follows Catman. He's a tough but awesome guy who deep down you really don't want to mess with. After a battle with some guys who claim they're ATF, or I don't know if they're like a top secret organization or whatever, but anyway, Catman finds himself waking up in a room with some other villains. Now, Simone really sets up the first issue amazingly. Old readers and new readers alike are introduced to the New 52 version of Catman, and we get a real good sense of who this guy really is without all the answers to the mystery thrown at our feet. We're then slowly introduced to the team, and once again, it's not just, dumped on the reader pretty much. We know these characters' names and a little bit about their personalities, but that's it. And I find Simone really reels in the reader for, future issues here. So it's really cool. The stories of these characters in this room is, I find, pretty weird, but I like it just the same. And it's the little things that get me, like, who's behind all this? What do they want this group to do? What's with the masks each member's given? The big one to me is, why do I love Strix so much? She doesn't talk at all. And she really isn't that great with her spelling. And that's one thing. It's like she doesn't talk for those couple panels. She can't write properly, but it's just she seems cool. And that's one thing I find. Simone really weaves in mystery and a bit of humor, and overall it feels like her Secret Six, And even though, what I like to say, we just stepped into the shallow end of the pool, that's what's gonna make fans, I find, the happiest. If you're a fan of the Gail Simone Secret Six from before, then I think you're gonna like this book. While I do have, I guess I could say, a lot of problems in the art department, the final page featuring a character I kind of like, which is Ventriloquist, is, I find, done amazing. Ken Lashley and Jason Wright, they hit a home run here, and it's the final page, it's full of great detail and something I could basically never unsee. It's done that good. It's so good that I describe it as it's haunting. That's how good it is. Now, the bad. Like I mentioned, the biggest problem with this issue to me is that the art is a bit of a mess. Ken Lashley did the pencils and some of the inking, and now forgive me if I'm saying this guy's name wrong. Drew Garassi, I think. I'm again. I apologize for butchering his name. Did the other some of the inking. Jason Wright did the colors, and there's not really a time where all three of these elements work in sync, though. Either the pencils, inks, or colors aren't up to par at some point through the entire issue. But the first few opening pages look great, but something feels a tad off. Now, either the inking needs to stand out a bit more, or the color palette needs to be more dominant. Frankly, to me, I really like the colors more than the inking on the first few pages. Again, it's all just me. As the issue moves on, inconsistencies in the characters start to pop up on the penciling front, pretty much. During certain scenes, characters develop, these giant kind of like anime type eyes, and the inks of Drew Garassi feel completely different than earlier in the issue. When Lashley was inking, it gives his art almost a cartoonish style, but I'm having some problems with the art as a whole, pretty much. I'm not nitpicking. The whole second half of the book I find feels very rushed, but, again, it's just me. Now, my verdict for this book is Secret Six's story and scripting are some of the best we've seen from Gail Simone. She nails this first issue. Everything from setup to final page moves so smoothly, and it really will keep you wanting more. However, it's really hard to overlook all the problems within the art. The inconsistencies, rushed feeling of these final pages, and trading off of two very different inking styles is a big speed bump on this issue. This issue is so close to being, I find, if I had to grade it, I'd say a 4 out of 5, but it's, again, really hard to overlook some of the problematic art. And the story and characters have a tremendous amount of potential, though. And hopefully the art problems will be ironed out. So even though this book, with all the art problems, again, is, I find, more of a 3 out of 5, I find is highly recommended. I mean, I recommend to you guys, pick this one up basically for the story. If you're basically going on art, not so much. But if you love the whole story of Secret Six and that, I'd say, yeah, go ahead, get it. So all in all, if I had to recommend Secret Six #1, minus to me, as I mentioned, the basic cover, and again, not to sound repetitive, but the artwork and whatnot, I say, pick it up anyway. Go for it. And then who knows? I mean, issue 2 comes out, I think, next week or the week after. So we'll see how it gets rolling and whatnot. So anyway, that's the review. So I hope you liked it. If you like this review, give it a like. If you like my channel and other videos like this, give a look-see. And, before leaving, click that subscribe button. And I do new videos every Thursday and Saturday. A current comic on Thursday, back issue on Saturday. Starting next Tuesday, I'm going to be starting a new series. I'll get into that at the end of my Saturday video. And although in one of my other videos I have mentioned it, and I do monthly unboxing videos for you guys. It's kind of my promise to my viewers. as well as I'll post any other comic related whatnot that I find should go on this channel. So, again, if you like this, give it a thumbs up, share, comment. I love to hear from my viewers. And again, yeah, don't forget to subscribe. And before letting you guys go till Saturday, I was curious about something. Now I know this is the part where I usually, say my little motto or quote, but I'm thinking of changing it up. So I'm thinking of asking you guys, the viewers, basically some insight, a question. So my first question to you guys is, what is your favorite Spider-Man costume? Now, I know there's been quite a few over Spidey's, long run. So in the comments below, let me know. And then I'll let you guys know what my favorite. Actually, if I had to be put on the spot right now and decide what my favorite Spidey costume was, it would have to be a toss-up between the black symbiote, and I really liked his cosmic outfit, where he had like the blue, purpley with the stars and stuff over the chest and shoulders and everything. I find that was a pretty cool looking costume. So, anyway, you guys know my favorite. So in the comments, let me know what your favorite Spidey costume is. And head on over to the Punisher 88 Facebook page, by the way. There's some options. Sorry. There's some options up for you guys to vote on for what you would like to see for Saturday's weekend review. And until then, I'll see you guys Saturday. And that's it. So, for this edition of the Thursday comic review, this is Punisher 88 signing off. See ya.